Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Okay, guys, so it's so weird the way that it starts off. It's like not recording, then recording. Hey everyone. Okay, well, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We're going to get into it. Now, before we do, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, by the way, if you guys did Pride this weekend, happy Pride. And Jason's going to be home tomorrow, which I'm really, really excited about. Right now, he's in Hilton Head. I know you guys say, don't talk about yourself, but Jason's in Hilton Head. He's been working really, really hard and he's spending time with his cousin. They do this every year at the same time. It just happens to be at a crazy time for us right now, but I'm happy that he gets to get away, especially because all the man has been doing is working. But I'm like, I miss you. Come home. So, whatever. I'm being a petty Betty jealous bitch. But I'm just jealous because I'm, like you miss your best friend. Anyways, smash the like button, show some love. Let's jump right
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So I found this one to be a little bit interesting because even Ryan Bailey said earlier on our live that they made an interesting announcement about the New Jersey season 14 reunion. And they said it wasn't going to happen, it was canceled. But now page 6 is saying that season 14 reunion will not have a traditional format amid the divisive state of the cast, and it makes sense. But a traditional format. So I didn't really know what that meant, but this is what they're saying. There won't be a traditional reunion for the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 14. That's what page 6 is confirming. The women were notified by production this week that a traditional reunion was not happening this season amid the divisive state of the show. Now, a second insider close to the situation shared that the Bravo cast, which includes Teresa, Melissa, Margaret, Dolores, Jennifer Aiden, Rachel Fuda, Danielle Cabral, and friends of Jen Fessler and Jackie Goldschneider, they were told that the network is brainstorming on a different concept to wrap up the season instead. In their typical format, Housewives reunions, moderated by Andy Cohen, are meant to facilitate resolution amongst the stars. However, it has become pretty evident that there isn't a feasible path forward for the New Jersey group in such a setting. Yeah, that makes sense. The second source emphasizes that an intense all-cast dinner filmed for the forthcoming finale, during which insults, explicitives, and dinnerware were lobbed between the ladies, and it felt like an impasse. It makes sense, is what the insider said. And once viewers see the finale, the decision to forego the traditional reunion will make even more sense. But People Magazine was the first to report on the Real Housewives of New Jersey not having a traditional reunion format for season 14. And page 6 reached out to Bravo for comment. But from what they're saying, this awful climate of New Jersey is rooted in Teresa's longstanding contention with Melissa Gorga, and their feud obviously escalated after Teresa and Louis accused her of cheating on her husband Joe during the season 13 finale. And Melissa, who denied the allegations, ultimately decided that she and Joe would skip their wedding, and Melissa and Teresa largely filmed the current installment separately, which is awkward. Melissa explained on a January episode of her podcast that both her family and Teresa's are happier since leveling down to almost zero communication. Meanwhile, the conflict has abounded between other cast members. Ex-BFFs Margaret Josephs and Jackie Goldschneider are on the outs due to a convoluted assortment of issues, including the latter's claim to Page 6's virtual reality podcast that the former asked her to quit the show if Teresa's spouse, Louis, actually returned to the show. Now, during 2023's New Jersey season 13 reunion, Margaret accused Louis of making a threatening call to her son at work, cementing their status as obviously not getting along on screen. And still, Jackie pursued a friendship with Teresa and Louis, as did fellow friend of Jen Fessler. And Jen Fessler's budding bond with Teresa contributed to the demise of her once close relationship with Rachel Fuda. But notably, Louis has been accused by Rachel's husband, John, of hiring a private investigator to dig into his past, while Teresa has called John the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County. Or Bergen County, or Bergen County, whatever the you want to call it, she called him the biggest drug dealer, as well as spreading unfounded gossip about his personal life. So this all happened too. Now, Danielle, for her part, recently told Page Six that she fell out with Teresa in late 2023 for unspecified reasons. But additionally, it was reported last summer that the Bougie Kids founder and Jennifer Aiden got into a heated altercation during production that resulted in both parties being temporarily suspended from filming. All the while, Dolores has maintained neutral relationships with everyone. And as seen in the preview for the finale dinner, she remains seated at the table surrounded by broken glass, which kind of seemed, I guess, symbolic of what was going on. There's a big bomb at the finale, and you would never know what it would be, is what she said at the Las Vegas fan event last November. There's two bombs at the finale. It was very rough as far as like the season for all of us. It made good TV. Oh, if it made anything, it made good TV, is what Dolores said. All right. Well, moving on. Speaking of Louis Ruelas. Now, Gia Giudice admits that she chastised Louis Ruelas for bad behavior. Thank you to realityt.com. They're saying that she's clearly using the New Jersey season 14 as her chance to audition to lead the next era of the show. She's getting confessional, showing up to group events, the whole 9 yards, and Gia's also apparently not afraid to get in the mess. She may have gotten that from, well, maybe her mom, Teresa Giudice. Gia appeared in the latest episode of New Jersey during Jennifer Aiden's puppy party, and obviously the conversation turned to the extreme tension between Louis and John these days. And while Gia unsurprisingly defended her family, she did reveal an interesting tidbit about her dynamic with Louis. During the scene, Dolores put in her 2 cents about John and Louis, and she believes that the two men should speak alone rather than in a group, especially if they were planning on having a showdown during her charity baseball game. And Gia agreed, suggesting that they have a chat in the locker room prior to the first pitch. So while Teresa tried to convince the table that Louis was going to behave no matter what, Gia piped in about Louis' behavior on the show and said, "Louis, I'm telling you, he's a really, really good guy. He said things, and I've looked at him now, and I'm like, Lou, that's not the person who you are. These people are just going to make you crazy." So it sounds like Gia hasn't been afraid to call out Louis and his bad behavior in the past, and it seems like it's about time. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, especially for the cast and things that have been called out, I think, can you imagine, you guys, Gia Giudice leading the new era of the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Like, what kind of shit would that be? Passing the baton. That would be insane. I have been told by multiple people that the Real Housewives of New Jersey is going to get a reboot, a refresh, a recast, a re-something. And that's obviously true. I hope it doesn't get completely canceled, because we know the last time they canceled a reunion, the show got canceled and then it got a reboot, which meant an entirely new cast. They were going to try to do something with the old cast on Peacock. They were going to call it Legacy, but unfortunately, Jill Zarin and contract negotiations, they couldn't kind of pull that together. However, now I'm curious how they're going to work this out, but I don't want it to be the end of our cast. I see where some people are saying, yes, please. I'm like, no, that's not what I want. I want to see the cast thrive. It's just like, you have a job to do. I understand you guys don't like each other, but then somebody needs to gracefully bow out so we still get to watch the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And if we don't get Teresa, or we don't get Melissa, or we don't get one of you guys, then that's okay. We'll move on. Like, the show always moves on. Not one person is too big for the show, where the show is, everybody thought that about Nene, Lisa Vanderpump, Lisa Rinna, Bethany Frankel. It's not true. If we eliminate one person, it's not going to destroy the show. But I want to hear what you guys think. Again, pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I love you guys. I will see you so very soon. Bye, guys.